Hello. Good evening. I hope you can hear me. It's Keto Granny, and I'm doing this live. If you're here, go ahead and let me know where you're from. I'm going to see if I can read this. Let me know where you're from. This evening, I'm just going to be talking about Thanksgiving. Are you ready for Thanksgiving? Are you going to have a keto Thanksgiving? Are you going to have a regular Thanksgiving? Have you made up your mind? I went out and I finally, bought a few things for Thanksgiving. Me and my husband, we're not having the traditional Thanksgiving as far as having family over. And I'm sure that we aren't the only ones who are doing that this year. See who's here. I have one. I'm waiting to see if I have anyone else who joins in. But this is just going to be like a quick review of a grocery haul that I have for Thanksgiving. And this year I'm doing all keto as far as our dinner. And I went out and I got a few things that I want to just share with you and show you that I got and share my menu with you. Do you already have your menu ready? I started on my menu earlier this week, and I decided that we were going to have, after talking with my husband, we decided that we want to have a keto Thanksgiving this year. We went over our menu and everything, and we planned what we wanted to eat, and I came up with a pretty good menu. So I was happy about that. If you haven't subscribed to me, make sure that you do and give me a thumbs up. Wait to see if anybody else joins in. Looks like I have just one here so far. Who is that? But I'm going to go ahead and start showing you some of the things, because now this was a find. I have never seen these before, and I bought them just because I wanted to taste one. But these are some Lily's chocolate chip cookies. And I saw these today at the store, and they're less than 1 gram of sugar. It says that they are botanically sweetened with stevia, sweet and crispy. And the total carbohydrates, 3 cookies, total carbohydrates on here are 19, but the dietary fiber is 6. So that would take it down to 13. And then it has 4 grams of erythritol. So I guess that would take it down to what? 9 net carbs for 3 cookies. And it looks like the cookies are a really big size. But I just got these just because every now and then I like to grab a cookie. This has 100 calories for 3 cookies. So the calories are really low on here, it looks like. And these are made with Lily's dark chocolate chips. And this is the first time I've seen this. So I went ahead and grabbed these today. And I always grab stuff. I don't know when I'm going to eat it, but whenever I try it, or if I get to try it, I'll let you know. My husband usually ends up eating a lot of the keto cookies and stuff before I ever get a chance to eat them. But I still like to buy those type of things just in case. So are you having the traditional Thanksgiving meal or not? We are having, like I said, keto. Have you ever had a keto Thanksgiving? Do you even eat keto type foods, or what type of foods do you eat? I hope that this is coming in good, because for last time I tried this, I was buffering a lot, so I haven't tried it in a long time. But if you're interested in keto and keto Thanksgiving and the type of foods that you can have and what you can make, then that's basically what I'm going to be talking about this evening. I'm going to go ahead and start talking about what I'm having on my menu for Thanksgiving. So we're going to have the traditional turkey and ham. And I went and I got my ham this evening also at the store. So we got the traditional ham here. And I'm going to start my ham. It doesn't take ham usually long to cook, so I put everything on like Thursday morning as far as my meats. Now my turkey, I will start that on Wednesday morning. Early Wednesday morning, I'll start my turkey. And I got a little tiny turkey for us. I was looking for a hen, but I couldn't find one. And I started to just use chicken. But I went ahead and I got a little bitty turkey. And these turkeys are getting smaller every year, but I got this little bitty frozen turkey, and I think this is going to be too much for us anyway. But we have plans that after we're finished with dinner, we got paper plates also. After we're finished with dinner, then some food that we will take and give to others who don't have, that are not having Thanksgiving, homeless at the park and different things like that. Now I'm going to be making some cauliflower mac cheese, and I found a different cheese that I wanted to try. And this is a 3 cheese, and this cheese it says that it is part skim mozzarella, provolone, and cheddar cheeses in here. So I'm going to use this in my cauliflower mac and cheese with my regular sharp cheddar cheese. And I'm going to mix that with heavy cream, and I can't wait. Now, I said on Thanksgiving, it won't be OMAD. It probably won't be too mad or any of that as far as the dieting that day going to happen. But I am going to come back and let you know, and we'll see how we all do on Thanksgiving. Like I showed you my turkey, ham, and then I got extra eggs because on keto, you cook a lot, you use a lot of eggs when you're cooking, especially with cornbreads and different stuff, like making my dressing, because I'm going to make keto cornbread dressing. Very easy to make. Tastes just like regular dressing. I have a easy cornbread recipe if you want to look that up, and I'll try to remember to put a link below this to the cornbread recipe that you can use in your cornbread dressing. But I got what I want to say, vegetables already cut up this year, so it would make it a lot easier for me since it's just, I'm cooking for 2 people only. And so this is for my stuffing, and this is celery, let's see what else is there, onion, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. This is already cut up. So that's going to make it a whole lot easier as far as cooking and stuff. And then I just bought some chicken broth, just regular chicken broth that I can have for my cooking also. But I'm sure I'm going to have broth anyway. But that broth, I'm going to put that away and save that for myself. If you'd like to put your name, you can, and then tell me where you're from. And I always use this. So I got some silk almond milk because I'll be needing to use this while I'm cooking it with my dinner and everything. Let's see if what else did I get? Onions, of course. Even though I have cut up onions, I'll be using onions and a lot of other things. So I have some onions, and I have red onions. I have those in the kitchen. This bag mostly here has a lot of the fresh vegetables and things that I'll be using, and some of my fresh herbs. So I have poultry herb blend. A lot of these herbs you can use and just put them in your turkey, around your turkey and everywhere. Sage, fresh sage. I like to use a little bit of that in my dressing also. And since it's only me and my husband, I just got a small bag of the green beans, and this I'll use to make a keto green bean casserole. And as usual, organic. I got my cauliflower. I do a lot of cooking with cauliflower, and like I said, I'm going to have cauliflower mac and cheese. And you see it's small because, like I said, it's just us 2. So we're going to have cauliflower mac and cheese and some cauliflower mashed potatoes. And I have some canned collard greens, but I went ahead and I bought some for the simple fact. I only bought 2 bunches of collard greens. And I figured that's going to be enough for us. I didn't want to have a lot of food left, that was extra. And I got like 2 bunches of I like to put all this stuff in my greens, my collard greens. I got my onions, and I got my peppers, and I got my meats all in there in the refrigerator. I'm trying to decide if I want to use oxtails or ham hocks, fat meat. Everybody knows what fat meat is, don't you? In my collard greens. But a lot of times what I do is just combine the three, or sometimes I may put some turkey necks. So I haven't quite decided on what meat I'm going to use in my collard greens. What I have decided on is they're going to taste good, though. Okay, let's see. And then in my collard greens, I like to also add spinach in and a little bit of kale. Like to just give it like a variety taste. Now, oops, let me see, I dropped that. I was gonna say, now a lot of people, I know that some people eat the keto bread and some don't. Now this bread I have because I may want to add in extra breadcrumbs to my dressing. And this is a bread that I use sometimes on the keto diet. I may use this, season this bread really good, and then add this in as some breadcrumbs into my dressing also. This will be the first time that I'll be doing it that way, but I'm sure that it will work because with regular dressing, I use like bread ends and different things. I put it in the freezer and have it frozen, and that way I can have breadcrumbs when it's time to make my dressing. I bought myself a little bit more of the organic coconut flour because I cook a lot with this, and I use this a lot in making my pie crust. So I'm going to be making my pie crust. I want to make a cheesecake. I haven't decided on what other type of dessert we're going to have. Like I said, it's just going to be us two. So we haven't decided on what type of dessert. And I got some butter, and I got unsalted, and I just got the regular butter, the Dairy Gold butter. I got a block of the sharp cheddar cheese. I do have some shredded cheddar cheese, but I got a block of this sharp cheddar cheese, which I will shred up and use in my cooking also. A bag of extra pecans, because like I said, I want to make a low carb pecan pie. I've never made one, but I bought everything to make a low carb pecan pie because I have a taste for pecan pie. My husband has been bringing pecan pie home, it seems like, for the past 3 weeks. He even has another slice of pecan pie in there right now. So I told him I'm going to make me a keto pecan pie so that I can have some pecan pie too, because that is very, very tempting. He knows that I love pecan pie. I do. I love pecan pie. So this is going to be my first time, but I missed having candied yams. And so last year, I just had regular candied yams. This year, I'm going to try to make a candied yam keto dish, but I'm using the butternut squash. I've seen some recipes. I've been looking up recipes and stuff, because I wanted to make sure that my Thanksgiving this year was more of a keto Thanksgiving. So I have 2 packages of this butternut squash that I'm going to be using for candied yams. And I may not use them both, but I want to see how much it makes when I first start off, if I need to add this additionally, or maybe I can use this for some other type of keto dish. But it looked very, very good. And like I said, I got the pecans and everything that I need in order to make that and to make it just how I think it should be made. Cream cheese, and this is for my my cheesecakes. Usually I like the Philadelphia cream cheese, but I was trying to shopping on a budget. And I got me just a little bit more coconut oil. I have some in there that I already cooked with, but I saw this, and this is organic coconut oil, and I do like the Luana, and this is not refined. So I got some of this just to have. Now, I needed some ground pepper. I want to make sure I don't run out of that while I'm cooking. But Reconnecting. Okay, so I'm gonna see if this is good. And it's still connecting and reconnecting, it looks like. But this is my MCT oil that I got, and I will be using this, I'm sure, Thanksgiving, because it helps me if I eat too much or anything. I take a little bit of MCT oil and it helps me go to the bathroom. Also, I have some strawberry extract, and I have been looking for this. I was going to order it off of Amazon, but I got lucky and I found some at the store today. I was really glad to find this just in case I decide that I want to have I love strawberry daiquiri, you guys, or whomever, they love my strawberry daiquiri. This I can use in I love to make keto ice cream. And this is what I wanted it for, was because I wanted more of the strawberry flavor and the strawberry color in my keto strawberry ice cream. I already use real strawberries when I make that, but this is going to make it really, really good and make it really seem like it's some strawberry ice cream. So I'm so glad that I found this strawberry extract. I've never used it before, but one of the keto ice creams that I was making, it did call for that. And I have not been able to find that in any store. I've been looking for it for a while. This is just one of my snacks that I got. And this is the string cheese. And this is mozzarella cheese and then the regular cheese together. But that's some snacks that I can have. Now, I think that's just about all. Oh, one other thing. As we all know, everybody, we have to get these pans and stuff. You know, I've heard before that it's not really good to cook in these aluminum pans, but they are so handy and everything to use. And I have to do more research on that, but I heard it's not really good to use these. So, you know, I may use them for serving things. And then also make sure I always use a lot of aluminum foil. So I got a couple of packets of that. And then I bought myself a lot of these little packets of like guacamole mixes and stuff like that. Those come in handy with me. I even bought some for brown gravy. And I usually make my own gravy. I like to make my own keto gravy, which I probably still will, but I have these just in case I get lazy. Teriyaki wing seasoning. Try that. And then I have some taco seasoning mix, and it looks like a garlic, herb, and wine marinade mix. So that's some of the stuff that I picked up for my keto Thanksgiving. I hope that you have your Thanksgiving planned, that you've already started doing your shopping and all of that. The only thing is that I have to go out and I'll do my last minute shopping, and I'm going to wait until, well, maybe I may have to wait until late Tuesday or early Wednesday morning to get up and then go and get the last of everything that I need. But on my menu, we're going to have the traditional turkey and ham with gravy, the butternut squash, which is going to replace my candied yams, collard greens, which is going to be made with spinach and kale. And then I'll decide what type of meat to have in there. Cauliflower mashed potatoes, cauliflower mac and cheese, keto green bean casserole, keto cornbread stuffing, the cheesecake. Of course, you know, the trimmings like the cranberry sauce. I'm trying to decide if I want to make homemade cranberry sauce. I've never done that before. But if I have cranberry sauce, I figure it might as well be keto friendly. Might as well try the whole meal keto friendly, right? And I know I'm going to have my low carb. I'm going to write that down on my list because I don't have it written down, but I'm going to have my low carb pecan pie. And then I already have like my jellos. I always have my sugar-free jellos. That's something that I like to eat with pecans. So that's some of the stuff that I picked up for my Thanksgiving dinner. I hope that you have your Thanksgiving dinner planned. it's always hard to stick to a diet or anything like that around the holidays. And that's something that I know I have to work on. I know it's something that, maybe you have to work on or you're working on, but it's something that I have to work on. I actually did good last holiday. I did good for the Thanksgiving holiday. So this year I'm going, like I said, I'm going all keto for my meal, and I'm actually looking forward to that keto meal. I did it once before, but not everything was keto for Thanksgiving that year. This year we're having everything keto. If anybody wants to come by and pick up a plate, just let me know. I'll have it ready for you, okay? um, I hope that you all have a great Thanksgiving. I hope that you stay safe. Um, I know we're gonna miss our families. I know I'm gonna miss mine. Having the kids around and everyone playing games, laughing, and just having fun. And it's gonna be different this year, but I'm determined to make the best of it, and I hope that you are too. So that's what I have for my Thanksgiving dinner. I hope that you have your Thanksgiving menu already picked out, whether it be keto, I hope I say this right, paleo, Mediterranean, whatever diet you're doing or whatever you're doing. I wish you that you do real good during the holidays, is what I'm saying. I am going to, I'm practicing more OMAD, is what I have been doing, the OMAD diet. And what I'm finding out, my appetite is really getting less. And since I try to eat a certain amount of vegetables, that still turns in, I call it, it's OMAD, but I call it a 2MAD because it takes me more than an hour sometimes to eat that meal still. But I've been doing really good getting that stop eating when I feel like it, and I'm gonna see what happens from there. I'm gonna start eating my vegetables. Eat them first, which is what I normally do. Eat the vegetables first, and then add in my meats at the end and see if that works out a little better for me. But anyway, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will be seeing you a little bit later on, probably tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks for joining me. Next time, let me see. I hear people, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button below. And I'm going to try, I see people that when I'm listening to their lives, that they're always talking about how they share themselves out. I'm not sure how to do that, but I'm fixing to go on here to YouTube. If someone is listening and you know if I'm doing this right or not, to let me know. So I guess I go on here and I go there, and I don't know. I guess I hit see if I'm live, maybe. I don't even know how to tell that. But how do I see if I'm live? I don't even know. But I would like to. I hear people say that they share themselves out. But I am going to learn how to do all that because what it says here, I am here. This is funny to me, learning how to do all this. Let me see. So I will go, and I guess I go. I see you, honey. Welcome to live chat. And I'm going to share myself out. If that's what they call it, sharing yourself out. And I am doing that now. But it's really easy to convert your meal over to a low carb, sugar-free meal. This will help you maintain, your weight loss. It will help you. You will feel better afterwards. That's kind of, I don't know if a lot of people believe that, as far as you'll feel better if you stop eating carbohydrates, if you stop eating sugar and pasta and different things like that. I mean, it really helps me and it has worked for me. So I'm going to see anybody else here. How to share out again. And okay. So I'm learning you all how to do this, but like I say, still talking about Thanksgiving, what type of Thanksgiving meal you're going to have. You're going to have keto. Are you prepared? Have you already went out and bought your groceries? You still got last minute shopping to do. Um, have you made your menu, your list? Um, I even have an idea of how much I'm going to eat, but I do know I'm going to have 2 meals that day. So I'm already making plans. Plan for what you're going to do on Thanksgiving if you can also. Um, and when I say plan, if you're on a diet, just I'm making it easier for me by making the meal keto. So that way, if I do tend to overeat, I figure I'm not going to do too much damage. Is what I'm hoping. That's really what I'm hoping. I'm not going to do too much damage if I overeat. So let me see if I can do this again. No, that's not it. But this is one of my first live chats, and I'm going to keep having a lot of live chats because I'm trying to build up subscribers to my channel and get in my, I guess it's called watch time hours. So if you have anyone that you think would benefit from the information that I give, please share my video with them. I'm a senior. A lot of seniors think that they can't lose weight or we can't get healthier as we get older, but that is just not true. I felt the same way. I thought the same way. I mean, I tried dieting when I was younger and it was hard for me then. So, I just hadn't had luck with dieting. I had more luck with the dieting since I started doing the ketogenic diet. Like I say, I've been overweight all of my life. I was a little fat girl in school, the fat girl in junior high, high school. So I've been chubby just about all my life. And I know that I can't be the only person who has felt like that. It was like I was in the grocery store one time, shopping around the holidays. And I probably weighed 350, a little more at that time. But a little kid ran up to me and she said, Mommy, look at the fat lady. Oh, I could have went through the floor. Do you know how you feel when something like that happens? I don't know if anything like that has ever happened to you, but wow, I was so embarrassed. And I felt embarrassed. Of course, the mother grabbed her daughter and took her over, and say those type of things to people and different stuff like that. But I even tried then, to get on a diet and lose weight, started walking at the mall, different stuff like that. But maybe I just wasn't ready then and I wasn't committed. You have to be ready. Make fun of you until you're ready. You're just going to be stuck right there. So I hope today that you choose to have better health. Choose to have better health. It's your choice. It's your choice, but you can do it. You really, really can do it. I didn't think I could do it. I used to read stories about people losing 100 pounds and just, I'm like, yeah, okay. How did they lose that 100 pounds? What kind of diet were they on? But it is possible. I learned how to eat. I basically just looked at it and said, I learned how to eat like vegetables, a lot of vegetables. And a serving of meat, and then I just learned how to put a little bit of olive oil on something, you know. And I started from there and progressed and just started. And I actually looked at a lot of videos on YouTube, because when I was talking to my doctors about the keto diet, first started talking to them about it, they really didn't seem to know a lot about it. Um, didn't have a lot of information about it, and some of my doctors even disagreed with the diet. They said it was not a good diet to do, um, but it was something that I wanted to try, so I tried it. And I talked to my regular doctor, my primary care physician, and she agreed with me as far as that. She told me if I wanted to try it and if it worked, then to go ahead. And then since I have started this diet, every time I go to the doctors, it's like me and the nurses and even the doctors and everyone who comes in, they get all excited when we start talking about the keto diet. We start talking about, how it works, losing weight, how much success I've had at it. Then they jump in and start talking about their friends who do the keto diet. And, it's just a lot of excitement in that area. Sometimes, with us just discussing the ketogenic diet, and we all learning, from talking to one another. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. And everyone, I hope that you have a happy and a great Thanksgiving. I had made a video last night where I was asking everyone, have you got your Thanksgiving plan together? Make plans. And I was laying in bed making the video, and I haven't posted it yet. I've had so much to do, and then just trying to get the shopping done, which I think that kind of happens all the time when people are getting ready for the holidays. It's a hectic time of the year. So I'm trying to see if anyone's posted where they're from or who's here. Okay, let's see. Now, I shared myself out once, and then I forgot how to do it. Let me see if I can do it again. I know it's somewhere up here somewhere. Okay. But for those who have joined me, I'm glad that you stopped by to visit with Keto Granny. Like I said, I'm really excited about these cookies, you guys. When I saw them, I just kind of said, oh, Lily's chocolate chip cookies. Yes, I want to look at those. So sometimes you can find good deals in the grocery stores, but just for the fact that they were made with Lily's chocolate chips, that was the reason that I grabbed them. And they seem to be a good sized cookie in here too. Has anyone here ever used butternut squash to replace candied yams? I never have, but I watched a lady who was cutting up the butternut squash on one of the videos, and she had me cracking up trying to cut up that butternut squash. She made such a big mess that I knew that I was only going to attempt this if I could find diced and already cut up butternut squash. It looked like it was really hard to do. And she had that squash all over the floor and everywhere else. So I don't want to make this harder for me. I want to make it easier. So just to tell you that also, if you never worked with butternut squash, from what I saw, it looked like it was hard to cut up. So if you are doing the candied yams, it may be a good thing to get the cut up and the diced butternut squash to use. I'm thinking that getting those vegetables already cut up, that's going to help me as far as making my dressings and everything. Is going to make everything really easy as far as cooking for us. And, normally for Thanksgiving, the cooking starts like days ahead of time. That's what I'm so used to doing, cooking. You got your sweet potato pies, your pumpkin pies. You got your German chocolate cake. That was one of my favorites. German chocolate cake, your chocolate cakes, your lemon cakes. You got all your desserts, over here in one area, sweet potato pies and all that stuff, coconut cake. You got all that on one table. That's how we used to cook. And then you got several pans of dressing because people wanted their dressings made. Some wanted onions and some didn't want onions. So I always had to make two type of dressings at my house. One for my son who doesn't like onions. So I made him a special dressing without onions. And then I made the regular dressing. Um, things like that. I miss that. Then we had our turkeys. You have your turkey, your ham, your what was it? Was another dish that I used to like to make. It wasn't lasagna. What was that called? Can't think of it now. But you would stuff it in the shells. Manicotti. Every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I also made manicotti. I have not made that in a long time. Has anyone here made manicotti, or do you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the manicotti? That is a really, really good dish. And now that I think about it, I'm going to try to make that as a keto dish. I know there has to be a way to make some manicotti. Keto manicotti. Keto manicotti, okay. But, you'd have the manicotti around this time of the year, and especially if you lived in the country, and that song, Come On Over the Hills and Through the Snow and all that stuff. But I'm still looking to see if anybody else has joined. Like I say, if you're here, you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button. Give me thumbs up. I'm trying to build up my watch time hours, my subscribers. Share with anyone who you think would like the type of stuff that I share on my channel. Well, everyone, I'm the ones who came and visit women. Like I said, I'm glad that you stopped by. I'm going to go ahead and end my video, and I'm going to be doing more lives, just talking a lot more about keto, how, and it took me to lose 60 pounds. It took me 4 months. Within February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Within 9 months, I had lost 100 pounds. And when I got to my 100-pound weight loss, my husband bought me I got a little black, I told him I always wanted a little red convertible, but he bought me a little black convertible BMW. So I like to ride in that occasionally, go out, just go for my ride. I can't wait until it gets warm again so I can let my top down, go out and take my ride. Yeah. But doing the keto diet has been a life changer for me. And what I want to say to others, it's not going to be the same for you. Things that I do, I share with you. And I share with you because these are things that work for me. And sometimes, you may get on a plateau on your journey, or you may get where something's not working for you. And I can share something that has worked for me that you can give it a try, and it may work for you, or you can tweak it to get it to work for you. Or, you may see how I'm tweaking my diet or different things that I'm doing, and you can do those things to get it to fit where you can get it, some things to work for you, but it's still going to be your journey because it's not going to be the same as mine. So don't compare yourself to others. A lot of people do that. I find myself doing that still, and I know better, but I still find myself comparing my weight loss to others. But don't do that, because that can be discouraging sometimes. And sometimes when people get discouraged, they just give up. Don't discourage yourself. You can be your own worst enemy because you're going to criticize yourself more than anyone else and harder than anyone else. So remember that. You're going to be harder on yourself than anyone else. Give yourself a break. Anyhow, you all, good night. This is Keto Granny saying good night. Have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.